Let's ask David Hawkings. He is senior editor for Roll Call. David, the White House cannot be happy with these numbers.
Well, these are their numbers, so you're right. I guess they're not happy, but they are. It looks like, at least to some outside experts, like they're trying to be realistic, cautiously realistic, maybe overly cautiously realistic. Some independent people who've been looking at this think that the number, which is to go down from 13, which was their original estimate, now it's between 9 and 10, so about 30% less. Some outside experts are saying this looks like a purposeful lowballing of the estimate, just to be extra cautious. And then politically, of course, if they exceed this estimate and more than 10 million people are part of the exchanges after February 15th, the administration will be able to say, good news, we exceeded our expectations.
Yeah, because I guess people's memories are short. So if you drop the bar now and then you exceed the bar later, then you can say, wow, this is more successful than we had forecast it to be.
That's right. And a year ago, they set what many people thought was an overly ambitious bar, and then really struggled for months to get to that bar. And I think at the end, they shifted the bar down a little bit so that they could get over it. So, yes, this is an expectations game. Part of this is that they want to persuade. Obviously, they don't want to have it look like a failure. Some of this is failure begets failure. And if it looks like the exchanges aren't working and people aren't signing up, they fear, then customers won't sign up and won't look at the exchanges, and it'll be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Well,
Republicans, the president's critics, say this is buyer's remorse setting in, and that these policies on the exchanges are not good deals for most Americans, and Americans are going to thumb their nose at this.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to, because, I mean, this thing passed without a single bit of Republican support in the House and Senate, and now with these lower numbers, Republicans are saying, see, we told you so.
That's right. And so surely there will be some Republicans who say, see, we told you so, let's repeal the whole thing. And the most conservative, confrontational conservatives on the Republican side will want to do votes like that in the new year when the Republicans are controlling both the House and the Senate. The Republican leadership has made it clear that they're not going to push too hard on that. They might allow a vote to sort of let these conservatives have their moment to say we're going to try and repeal it one more time. That's not going to become law. There are not enough Republican votes in the new Congress to override the president. The president said he won't allow a repeal. So then the question becomes, are there some changes that could be made in the next 2 years of the Obama presidency that might help improve the system? And, of course, while that debate is going on, the Supreme Court is going to be looking at something altogether different than how many people are signing up for these exchanges. They're going to be looking at the whole question of whether the subsidies that are part of Obamacare are constitutional. So lots going on Obamacare in the new year.
This law consumed the first 6 years of his administration. Is it going to consume the last 2 years as well? Very quickly, David?
Oh, I think, to be sure, a lot of the last 2 years politically, this is the president's main domestic legacy. There's no chance, really, in the next 2 years that he'll have a remote chance of getting an achievement on this score. So, yes, this will be, on the domestic front, preserving his legacy, trying to make sure it doesn't fall apart will be job one for him.
David Hawkings, senior editor at Roll Call. David, thank you.